Okay, so this one's a little bit different. But this one resembles the Three Musketeers bars, so. Alright. This is called Cool Whip candy. Make this impressive homemade candy with just 3 ingredients. With milk chocolate and a fluffy center, Cool Whip candy tastes like a Three Musketeers bar, but even better. And it's homemade, so it's a little bit healthier, just a tad. Love easy candy recipes? My crockpot candy recipe is also... Okay, sorry. Perfect all year long, and there's also microwave peanut brittle. I don't know if I might do one of them. I don't know. Okay, so... 3 ingredient candy. I love making homemade candy to give as gifts, or even just to enjoy with my family at home. Contrary to popular belief, you do not need a candy thermometer, special equipment, or a long list of ingredients to make candy. My easy chocolate truffles and saltine toffee recipe are proof that anyone can make their own sweet confections at home, even if you're brand new to candy making, and I've shared with you a little bit of what I've made before too, so. Now I have Cool Whip candy to add to that list too. I haven't used the microwave to melt everything for this recipe, so you don't even need to fire up your stove. With just 3 ingredients, you can create perfect bite-sized chocolate treats to share with the crowd. Or keep them all to yourself, I won't tell. If you love Three Musketeers bars, you're going to go nuts for Cool Whip candy. The texture of the Cool Whip center reminds me of a fluffy nougat. There's one of the pictures. Okay, Cool Whip. You'll need an 8-ounce tub for this recipe. Let it thaw in the fridge before making the candy. You can swap it out for homemade stabilized whipped cream if you prefer. Very busy. I do a lot of other community service. Sorry, I have a ton of Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of my notifications and yeah, anyway. Milk chocolate morsels. Use a good quality such as Ghirardelli for the best taste and a smooth texture when melted. I've personally never used Ghirardelli chocolate. And have never really cared for the chocolate chips from Ghirardelli. But it's been a while, so maybe next year I'll try. So dark chocolate melting wafers. Again, I recommend the Ghirardelli brand. It melts very smooth and sets well. Okay. Easy instructions. To make the Cool Whip candy, start by melting chocolate chips in the microwave. Fold it into the Cool Whip until well combined. Freeze this mixture in a baking dish for about 30 minutes, cut it into squares, and then freeze again. Dip the frozen Cool Whip squares into the melted dark chocolate, then place them on a sheet of parchment paper to allow the chocolate to set. Store in the freezer and enjoy cold. Tips and tricks. Keep folding. It's okay if the melted chocolate chips start to harden into flakes as you fold them into the Cool Whip. Just keep gently folding until all the chocolate and Cool Whip have been combined. Use good chocolate. Three Musketeers candy tastes best when you use a good quality premium chocolate. The chocolate chips provide most of the flavor for this candy. I also find the higher quality chocolate melts smoother and doesn't get chalky, and sometimes the cheaper brands do. Truffles. This recipe works for making truffles too. Draw by the tablespoonful on a piece of parchment paper before freezing, then dip into the melted wafers. I love this candy both ways. Love cookies? Stock up on Cool Whip and give our easy 4-ingredient Cool Whip cookies a try next. I don't have that recipe. But that is the Cool Whip candy. Variations. What I love about chocolate fudge, as well as today's candy recipe, is that with a few sprinkles, you can turn it into a holiday dessert. Okay, I'm not going to go through and read all that. But Prep time is 20 minutes. Cook time is 2 minutes. Additional time, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Total time, 1 hour and 42 minutes. Servings, 36. 2 packages of milk chocolate morsels. Remember, they recommended Ghirardelli. 1 tub of Cool Whip thawed. 24 ounces of Ghirardelli dark chocolate melting wafers. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and read the instructions anyway, even though it's going to kind of be repeating some of it, but there's a little bit more here. Alright, number 1, in a microwave safe bowl, again I can't talk, melt chocolate chips for 1 minute. Stir and microwave again for another 30 seconds. Oh gosh, sorry, ugh. Heat another 15, if needed, heat another 15 seconds. Okay, stir and microwave again for another 30 seconds. Stir until smooth. Sorry, I left that out. If needed, heat another 15 seconds. Allow to sit and cool to room temperature about 20 minutes. Number 2, line an 8-inch square baking dish with parchment paper and set aside. Number 3, in a large bowl, fold together gently, then cooled melted chocolate with Cool Whip. As you combine them, the chocolate may harden into tiny bits. That's perfectly normal. Keep gently folding until all the chocolate and Cool Whip has been combined. Pour into the baking dish. Freeze for 30 minutes. Remove from the freezer and cut into 36 squares. Place candy on parchment paper, lined baking sheet, and return to freezer for at least 30 minutes. Melt chocolate wafers according to package directions. Remove candy
and more absorbent. So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet.
Number 4 was freeze for 30 minutes, remove from freezer and cut into 36 squares. Place candy on parchment paper lined baking sheet and return to freezer for at least 30 minutes. Number 5, getting ahead of myself. Melt chocolate wafers according to the package directions. Number 6, remove candy from freezer and dip into melted chocolate. Place on parchment paper and allow to set. Number 7, store candy in freezer until ready to serve. Best served cold, can be stored up to 30 days. And that was Cool Whip candy. So there you go. And I will get this on the list. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.